My name is Anna Babovic. I'm co-director of the Leading Change Network, and I'm very happy and excited to welcome you all. We are expecting 190 participants from 23 countries all around the world, and those pins are actually showing where the participants are coming from. For those of you who are not very familiar with the Leading Change Network, we are gathering actually organizers from all around the world and trying to create a space in which those organizers can come together to get in touch with one another, to learn from one another, and to deepen their knowledge and skills about organizing, and thus improve the organizing that they are doing on the ground.
I direct a project called the Leadership Lab. It's housed at the Los Angeles LGBT Center. And the way we began was in the wake of a terrible loss in a vote in California on gay marriage back in 2008. We realized we just didn't understand why so many people were voting against us and were susceptible to an appeal to anti-gay prejudice, which is the campaign that was waged against us. So we started going out to the neighborhoods where we were crushed in the vote. We had no idea if the voters would talk with us. So the big surprise initially, and a wonderful surprise, is these voters not only did want to talk with us, but would talk at great length, and to the extent that we could be curious and vulnerable and willing to listen to them. They were really eager to tell us their point of view. And we had a lot of ideas in the beginning about what might change their hearts and minds. All I'll tell you is we had over 100 ideas. We tried them all. Most of them didn't work. Most of our assumptions about how to change minds were sadly incorrect. And that goes even for my own personal, brilliant ideas that turned out not to be brilliant in the field. And so that's the reason I want to show you what does work. We're going to give you some time to try this out. And what you're going to do is one of you will have 7 minutes to first ask the other person an opinion on an issue or a candidate. You could talk about abortion or about Donald Trump or anything else that where you really want to know. Ask their opinion and then listen to them, and then see if you can move them from opinion to story.
So in my conversation, this is Nizar. My conversation with my partner, I caught myself because I was asking about why was this her opinion about abortion. I realized that what she said later contradicted what she said at the beginning. So it was clear that there was more to it, but I didn't want to come across as judgmental, so or like judging or like pointing out a contradiction, as much as genuinely realizing that there is it's complex. It's not a simple answer, right? So how do you manage not being judgmental or not pointing out an error of logic and make it more about genuinely trying to understand the other?
And join me please in unmuting and thanking with applause to Dave. Dave, we learned a lot from you, and thank you so much for your work with us.